My book is called The Garden of Feelings. ये book intended है for an audience from age about 5-year-old to 12-year-old. It talks about emotions, different sort of emotions. I feel like when we were growing up, हमें school में इतना सिखाया नहीं गया था how to handle emotions in a very healthy way. So it talks about sadness, happiness, grief, anger, and it's about a girl who goes through a back door in her backyard. It's a very magical back door, and then she meets different characters. So for example, a sunflower milti hai, and the sunflower represents happiness, and then a blue sad flower will represent sadness. And it's basically, main theme book ka ye hai कि feelings are universal. They make us who we are, and there's nothing wrong to feel our emotions because that's what make us who we are. I started writing back in December 2024, so almost ek saal ho gaya hai. Mere 2 nephews hain, they're aged 5 and 3. One day we were having dinner and hum sari puri family saath hum dinner kar rahe the, and my younger nephew, who is now 3.5, was like, Samiah, why are you so happy? And I was like, buddy, you're only 3. Like, how does he know what happiness is? So it's very intriguing to see कि बच्चों को already they know so much about emotions. So I moved here from Saudi Arabia. I was about 7 or 8, and I feel like in today's age and the South Asian community, talking about our emotions is considered like a taboo, right? जब हम happiness feel कर रहे होते हैं, yes, we talk about it with our family and friends, but when we're going through like the sad times, like the depression or the grief or the sadness, we really don't know who to go to. And I think that's what the main message is about my book, that it's okay to open up to people, right? These feelings are who we are at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, we're all humans. We might not speak the same language, but the feelings are universal. Examples to nahi the, but chote messages honge, like, you know, you can do your best, I'm proud of you, or feel all the sadness that comes within. Don't suppress any emotions, because आजकल ये क्या होता है कि if you're feeling sad, हम emotions को suppress कर देते हैं, और वो ऐसा can of worms बन जाता है. अगर हम ज़्यादा shake करें, तो जब वो खुलता है, तो वो explode होता है. So just healthy coping mechanisms, that's the word I was looking for, healthy coping mechanisms. We can talk to a friend, right? That's what the book says. We can go for a walk, we can draw it out, right? Bachon, if they're feeling very overwhelmed, for example, they can draw what they're feeling. So it introduces healthy coping mechanisms too. Thank God, ऐसी कोई story नहीं है, but I do have a counselor who I've been seeing for almost like 15-16 years. I think I felt that way when I lost my cat recently, about 2.5 years ago, and I had a lot of friends that I could go and talk about it. I also had my psychotherapist, shout out to my psychotherapist for being there when I needed someone the most. But I've had a close friend जिसके पास कोई वो उसे क्या कहते हैं, had no one to fall back to. So that, because I was sitting with that friend one-on-one, I felt the emotions rile up, and being an empathetic person, I picked up on that energy, and I was like, okay, I think this is what my book's going to be about. I think it's very important. Kafi zaruri hai, because they say when you're able to share your burdens, it makes your shoulders feel uplifted, like a burden gets off your chest, your shoulders. And I think it's not even just like the physical sensation, I think it's the emotional sensation too. They work hand in hand. So if you're feeling well emotionally, you're gonna feel well physically. So my book is very interactive. If your children, or if your kids are feeling very, let's say, sad or even happy or whatever they may be feeling, I think it will have a good take-home message. It is available on Amazon in Jan 2026, and it will also be available in the US at a bookstore called Barnes and Nobles. The message, again, is for our children and for the upcoming generation to have healthy coping mechanisms, and as for the South Asian community to be open about our emotions, no matter what they're feeling. So at the end of the day, feeling safe is what the message is.